Hello everybody and welcome to another episode on the war campaign for X4, and this is going to be where we're going to turn things around from our previous episodes. Now, those of you who were a fan of economy campaign, then we've got some good news for you. In this part of the campaign, we're going to start turning things around in terms of making money, because we've just seen the effects of what one of them ships could do when we try and push. The more we push, the more they push back to us. So we're going to start turning things around in the terms of, we're going to take we've got three systems. We're going to take the Morning Star systems, because if we have a look here, that obviously the first Morning Star system, there is no connection to it. However, it's great for our mining purposes. And we've got one here that's pretty empty of anything, really. I mean, we've got a couple of private, systems here, factories here, which there are gone, so we're not too worried too much about them. And I don't know if it actually gives you any money if anybody tries setting up any more. However, that system's claimed by us, and there's really only two ways in, this side here and this side here, which we could deal with. We've already got a defense platform nearby to our hull part factory, but we're going to turn things up a little bit, and we're going to change what we've been doing. Now, on the economy side of things, I was building basically a system where people were coming in and trading, and obviously that trading was going backwards and forwards. We're going to do something slightly different from that. And without further ado, we're going to get straight into it. So we're going to go into the Morning Star 3. I'm going to create a new plot, and I'm going to make it as big a plot as I can, which is 10 by 10 by 10 by 10. 10, 10, 10. That's the biggest we can do, you see. It only does you a 20 kilometer on each of the axis. We're going to create that plot, so it's 20 by 20 by 20, which is a massive plot. I'm going to place this smack bang, pretty much smack bang in the center here. Okay, there's our new factory. Let's get into our factory now. What are we going to do with this factory? This factory is basically going to have storage modules. That's all we're going to do with it. I'm going to place a administrative center purely because I don't want my defense platform to also be the administrative center, because if they take out the defense platform, the likelihood is they'll also take the admin center, which means we'll actually lose our claim on this sector. This station that I'm about to build is going to be massive, and I do want to put an E platform on it, the E pier. However, we don't have the E pier at the moment, so we're going to do a basic T dock here. Now, as you can see, we've got quite a distance we can go, and I'm going to go to the maximum distance I can with this. Place it about here so we know what we're working with. And then I'm going to place another one on the opposite side. It's not going to let us. What I'll do is I'll rotate this one around, like so. Line it up there. Move it across to here. Go. Now, obviously, we're going to replace that with a E-dock, which basically removes these side sections here, and we'll get a bit more room. We want a second one in here, and we'll line that up as best we can. See what we've got to work with. Go. Okay, so that's the two docks there. Now, I'm going to place a few other bits and bobs around here. What we're going to want to see is we're going to want to see some 8 medium standard docks here. And I'm going to probably place them here and here on both sides there. Basically, docking platforms are going to be all held together nicely. A nice cross platform across there. I'm going to place the two. I could just copy that. So you can see that that's a nice little compact build there. I could have just copied that and turned it around, to be fair, but we'll go ahead and set it up here. As a matter of fact, no, we can't copy the. Oh, yes, we can, yeah. So let's just remove this. Copy sequence. Place that sequence there. Perfect. So now we've got plenty. So 16 on either side. We're going to need some small docking modules as well. 1 medium, 6 small, 3 medium, 6 small. We'll go for the 1 medium, 6 small just to kind of make it less busy. Go. Is that the right way? Yep, so they'll fly in from there. Should have done this first, really, and then I could have copied the whole sequence. I want to copy the module. Now, this isn't exactly how I want it, because I obviously want to have the e-dock, which basically means that most of the traffic will pass through here and leave the front section for our bigger ships. And then we also get these side sections for stuff. But that's basically our docks, and we're going to need to connect them in a second. But I want to think about what I'm going to do here. Now, there's our storage modules. Our storage modules, we have large storage modules for everything. I want cargo.
I was asked to drop my cargo.
Okay, well, drop your cargo, do whatever you want. Okay, so if we place them here like so, what we're going to have is no way of going above or below. Sounds like we've got a lot of people asking to drop the cargo. So what I want to do is I want to get another cross platform here. Then we're going to have a defense module on either side. Then I'm going to place my container storage. Defense modules are in the internal section, and we'll place some by the docking platforms as well. Like so. This is going to be heavily defended because this is going to be where our main freight is going to be now. Place that there and there. We're going to want to see the same on this side, but I don't want to just basically go ahead and do that from the cross platform again. Fence module with our discs, and then I can copy sequence. Okay, I'm gonna have to connect it by hand. That's fine. 3 and 4. So that should see us with 4 connected on either side. That's already a lot of storage. That's a hell of a lot of storage. Now, we could do the same again on here and go that way down, but what I'm going to basically do is keep it all nice and in this kind of setup here. Now, since I want it to get going, I'm not going to put more than that on, but we are going to adjust this at a later stage. So it's going to mean that we're going to have to strip it all back down again and rebuild it. That's going to be a slight issue for us, but not too much of an issue. That's why we want these external points here, because what we want to do is we want to connect these up now rather than connecting them up later, because if we move all this, we'll lose the ships that are docked in them. So let's go ahead and there's our storage module. Let's go ahead and connect these up to the... In fact, if we copy, we're going to need 2 more, I think. Copy sequence. We'll may not have enough room, so we'll not move that 1. Then we can go ahead and we can now place this together here. Now, as you can see, it's gonna... Oh, no, it doesn't. Look at that. Perfect fit. Now, what that does mean is obviously when we come to doing another one there, we'll have to skip that out because the top section is going to be passing it. We can also go ahead and place some habitat modules right underneath there. The habitat module isn't really necessary for this because obviously this is just pure storage. However, it's still good to have because if we do decide to put anything on the end of it, then, you know, we've already got the habitat module. Plus, I kind of like how it looks. Copy sequence. Place the same again. I'll just place the 1 habitat module for now. We're gonna connect it there. Perfect. We've now got the basis of our new station. That's the word I was looking for. The basis of the new station is done and dusted. We now can expand on that, and the good thing is we've now got availability to go across here as well. But what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and level it off here. We get this couple of extras here. Let's see what we can do here. Now, storage modules. We're going to want liquid and we're going to want solid. Now the liquid and the solid will go in the middle here, and then we'll probably get more container storage because obviously the container storage is going to be our main source of income. Again, what I want to do is I don't want it connecting directly to it because we want to be able to down in case. Other modules, cross module. Now, what I want to try and do is I don't want wasted space here. Actually, saying that gap might be pretty good for us. We'll leave the gap in. Okay, let's copy module. Place that module here. Get our solid storage out of the way. Go. Storage module. Let's go and throw on a couple more storage modules. We're slightly out of a line, but it's not a problem. Again, we're going to get some more defense modules in here as well. Like so. We're going to make sure the preset is high preset. So we'll get a good high preset on them. And the liquid, I'm just going to hold one liquid storage for now, but we'll put a couple more solid storage modules on either side. Sequence. Place that sequence there. You can already see what we're doing. These storage modules are completely away from our docking platforms. So they're going to give us no interruption there. Obviously, when we get our e-docking platforms, we may need to move a few things around. That's not a problem. That'll be a good upgrade for us, but at the moment, we're going to need plenty of money for that because we're also going to start looking at doing dedicated shipbuilding stations as well. That's going to require a lot of stuff, which we want to provide ourselves instead of spending the money doing it that we currently are doing at the moment. We've got a very small factory build-up of stuff that we need for ships. But this is my basis of my new station setup. I'm going to get this going because we're going to need it. We're going to assign a builder. Get ourselves zoomed out. There's one there. Let's select you. You can be hired. This is going to take a lot of money. 34 million. We've got about 11 million at the moment. Let's just jump it up to 10 million so we can at least get going. Hull parts, we're going to hold the hull parts, restrict it to only my property, and we'll do the same for our energy cells. Remember, we upgraded our energy production, so some of that should hopefully be prepped and ready to go. There we go. What I want to do is I want to make it completely so we're providing ourselves with our own setups and we don't need to worry about it for the future. As you can see, we're also getting enemy moving into the system as well. This we definitely want to stop. So we've got one defense platform here, which has got our primary stability for our zone. It sounds like the Argon are also engaging where I'm based. I'm currently at the Argon representative because I want to buy out all the stuff that they've got. Excellent. So that's set up and ready to go. That will hold our main administrative center from the future. Obviously, at the moment, it's held in our defense platform 1. We're going to place defense platform here and a defense platform here. Once this is set up and running, we're going to provide this with all of our major fleet assets when it comes to our trading ships. So basically, what I want to do, and this is where I was coming to, is I want to move all of my trading ships to this station. So this station will then provide every other station its requirements. The stations we have in place will either get dissolved, or the ones that we want to keep will have it where it can only trade with our own factions. So it'll take it away from this. But there's something else that I do want to do. We go to our logical overview. At the moment, we can't do anything with it. Once it starts building up, we can change this so that it can be set to trade wares. We can set it so that we'll only buy the wares we don't have. We'll then place our factories in this system here, so they haven't got very far to travel to get the stuff they want. But things like the mining materials and stuff like that will come through from up here. Obviously, we've got our ore refinery here. It needs energy cells at the moment. That's not a problem. It should be only my property may trade. It may still be struggling with energy cells. So what will change is basically everything will come to this here. So I'm going to build another energy factory, but I'm actually going to take the one we've already got. If we go into here, we go to plan build. You can see it's still not built it all yet, but it has built quite a few. Let's have a look how it's looking. So you need some more money. That's not a problem. We'll chuck you some more money there. Let's have a look how you're doing a logical overview. It's now producing a lot more energy cells. That's good for us. Gonna need some more drones. Let's chuck it some more cargo drones. 115 cargo drones. Let's chuck it some repair drones. There we go. Perfect. So this is here. This is the one I was on about to you that we're going to be placing on our new station. Is this here? So we'll have all of the wares to trade, and then we'll restrict them. So if you add to it, like so, it'll actually place it. It will now trade that. I don't think you can actually hold that. Sorry, you can't hold that. So hold engine parts maybe. Why is it not letting me do that with that? That should allow that. We'll have a look into that. At least we got that going, so that provides us with our energy source. Let's select name and save the construction. This will be energy and energy. Save it as new. We can then go ahead back out of there. Go back to our Morning Star. Yeah, we'll create a new plot. Again, I don't have to pay for the plot, so we'll just have it maximum anyway in case we want to expand at a later stage. Create a new plot. We'll place that right by. We'll just place it about here. So continue that, and then we'll load the plan. Energy production. There we go. We'll adjust this at a later stage, but right now this will do us perfectly. We haven't got any credits for it, so we'll just place you there. We can't assign a builder because we've got no. Let's go ahead to our, where are we? Ore refineries, hull parts. Have you got any money in your hull parts? We do not have. Got a little bit. Metal factory. Yeah, you don't need all that money. There we go, 15 million. Let's go back to our factory here. Plan build. Give me about 6.5 million so we can get it started. Assign a builder. Let's get a builder. I zoomed way too far out. There we go. I can have my money. There we go. And we can set this to our usuals, only my property and my property. Perfect. So that's two set up and ready to go. We are flying off to a great start here. There's not much we can really do until they're built in terms of that. We've still got our fleet holding out in the system. You see it here. It's also defending this platform as well. This platform took an absolute beating, so I'd be quite surprised if it doesn't need. It's got a lot more to replace. Probably going to need some more. Oh, it definitely needs some more. So let's go ahead and accept the estimate so you can build. You see there's a lot missing on it. Got the high preset for it, which is good. We've got no restrictions because we want it built as fast as possible. There's no peer module, that's not a problem. Yes, I should repair that now. It's a shame we lost our second one, but we've still got the first one there. We've still got a presence there of our fleet. Unfortunately, we did lose the majority of our fleet, but we'll get a new one built up, don't you worry about that. Right, so to finish off this episode, the last thing I want to do is I want to basically set up some ships ready to go. So we want some medium transporters. So we want some medium ones because they're a lot quicker than the larger ones, so they can get resources around a bit quicker. Flight loading, we're going to just do high preset. I'm not going to change the presets at the present moment. However, later on down the line, with the bigger fleets and the ships and stuff like that we're doing, we're going to start looking at them and actually taking out the weaponry systems we're going to need to combat against what we've had previously. Always need to make sure we've got a docking computer there. Flares, that's not too bad. We'll add that to the shopping list, and I'm going to want quite a few of these, so we're going to set up 30 of them for now. We've actually got the resources to build 30 by the looks of it as well, which is quite nice. Just goes to show how that shipyard's been doing. Obviously, it's only got 2 at the moment. We're going to expand that at a later stage. No, we can make more than 2 at once. I forgot about that. But what we're going to do at a later stage, and I'm actually going to probably try and do it in the next episode, is we're going to build a shipyard facility around here. The reason why I'm going to put it here is because obviously that's a bit further for any enemy to travel. And then when we've got our defense platform holding these points here, we may actually put 2 on either side. But anything coming in, they're going to have a problem. Because the problem we've got is they could just shoot through and carry on past through. Our shipyard's going to have some heavy defenses done on it. So yeah, we'll save that for the next episode. Hopefully you've enjoyed this episode, and as I say, this is more for the economy side of things. I know some people have commented saying that they kind of like looking at the economy side of things. We've not gone away from that with the war, because initially we had it where we tiered off to the 3 sections, but obviously the economy side, we're now seeing a massive effect, and I've decided to basically streamline all 3 into the 1. So we may do some of the missions as well, because 4.0 has now been announced, and we're going to move this actual full save into 4.0 and try and work with the Terran Empire to get those ships. I was going to try and see if I could get as many of the other factions involved as well, so that we could get as many designs, different designs, and then we were going to attack each of the factions to claim the systems for our own. But for now, let's get ourselves set up with a good cash flow. Thanks a lot for joining us for this episode. Let me know in the comment section if you've got any suggestions, ideas, or comments on how things are going. But until next time, everybody, take care for now. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye for now.